Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing a review of Ambition Season 1, Episode 5. Alright, it was a lot going on, so let me break it down. So I'm going to do Lori and Carly first, alright, because they was a short little scene. Alright, so apparently, ever since Lori and Carly got together, Lori just wanted to be having sex with her. It just like it's always sex, sex, sex. And you know, Carly likes Lori more than Lori wants to be. Lori claims that she likes Carly and everything and stuff, but she don't want to be exposed. She want to be discreet, secret. And Carly said, "No, I want something more. I don't want just to have sex like that. I just want us to go out. I want us to do things like that, like a regular couple. But it seems like you always just want to have sex." And Lori said, "You know how it is. We can't do things like we wanted to. We can't be out there. We can't do this. It's a lot of eyes. We can't expose ourselves. So we can't do that." So I do like to call it. I do want more for us, but right now this is all we have to do. Right now, sex. Will somebody tell you that's all they could do right now for sex is to be discreet and keep it like this and sex? That's all they basically want. They don't really don't want anything extra. So she said, if that's the case, if you want to do that, let's go to my spoken word kind of section I have. It's very bohemian. It's very low key. Nobody gonna know things and stuff like that. So she said, no, we can't do this. We gotta keep it hush. So Carly did her spoken word. I don't like cute little piece to talk about what's in the name and rolling the tongue and all that stuff and the name piece. It was very, very undertone message that was in that piece that she spoke of desire of what's in the name. What's this, speaking of her person tongue who knows this is the deep words and deep emotions behind the person words. Lori came, and I guess she was so excited. So she came, sat down, or came, and she said, "I'm glad you came." She said, you know I'm not embarrassed about you and everything. So they kissed. I was like, damn. I'd open up a card for you to freaking be all, no, Lori's be all freaking discreet and everything. You really sure kissed that girl right in front of everybody like that. But I guess that spot was okay. And one lady took a picture. So I was like, who is this chick? Does she know Carly or what? But because I was saying, y'all got to be careful. Somebody took a picture of y'all. So if that came out, that would be a problem. So I was like, oh shit. You know, Stephanie ain't going to like that shit. So I don't know. I still trying to figure out the Lori angle. I think she's still trying to do something. She's trying to play Carly. But she playing Carly emotions because she know Carly like women. So she could probably play on that. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we know Bella, right? Bella got her stuff taken away in her apartment. Her whole apartment got emptied out except for Joaquin's room. And basically, we know who did that. Evan. Apparently, Evan's thing had his stuff in his name. So he was able to go in there and take things away. He left the apartment, but he just took her furniture away. And I was like, damn, girl, you can't have this man have so much power over you. Like, you gotta put stuff in your name and shit like that, so he won't have the opportunity to do that. So I guess that's what she did this time, because I think she heard people say, bitch, if you gonna do it right, do it right. If you gonna do stuff, he could pay for it, but have shit under your name so that way you won't be left out. Shit. But so apparently she was calling and said she would get things out of there. She said, "You could be under my name, right? Not anybody else." She said, "Yeah, whatever who she was talking to. I don't know what was the deal is that what she was trying to get under her name, but she was trying to make sure it's under her name." So apparently Broderick came. I guess she wanted to concoct this whole ass story. So she was so nervous when Broderick came, or Evan, whatever she was coming, because she was so nervous before she answered the door, because the door was getting knocked. It was Dr. Broderick. Broderick was upset because he said he told, not Broderick, Roderick. Why I'm getting Broderick? Roderick was upset because he saw Evan coming out of her apartment right after he left. So you say you schooling at me out too? And she was like, no, that's something like that. And he know she was lying. But she said, no, he made me do it. It's like that. It was almost called, he said he made me do it. So basically, he made you screw Roderick in front of him because he get off of it. That's what she basically was saying. I was like, girl, no, you didn't. You screwed Roderick because you know he was going to get Evan upset and seem like you could do what you do. You probably playing right now, bitch. And it did got him upset. That would let him to get your stuff taken away out of the apartment. So But if I were Roderick, I wouldn't even fuck with that. But like, cause she was lying basically to you and trying to get you. Now she's trying to use you to get back at Evan because Evan is trying to dog that out. And Roderick so loving Bella, so he gonna do it. So basically, he said, "Oh, you told me why Queen was on a one night stand with a guy, a model that you met." She said, "You lying with that too? That's his kid." He said, "No, no, I'm telling you the truth about Evan. I'm telling you the truth. I only met Evan. I tell you the truth about Joaquin. I only met Evan a year ago, and then he gave me this stuff, and he very possessive, and he did like that, and he realized that's all with you, and he didn't like that, so he maybe schooled you, and he like me. He very possessive. He embarrassed." She put up a whole performance. So basically, he said, "No, even though I don't like what you did, but no woman should go through that. So I'm gonna expose him, and I got a way to do it." So he got. She said, "What you gonna do?" I said, "All right." So later on, Bella took her ass to figure Stephanie house, Stephanie and Evan house, cause you know Stephanie. I don't know. I don't know if Stephanie knows what's going on because Stephanie, cause that was a dresser, her designer for clothes, but she went to that gala before. Bella designed her outfit, so she came so crying all stuff like that. I get to the minute what Stephanie and Evan talked upstairs before, but they after they had finished they talking, I'll explain that later. They went downstairs and they met Bella, and Bella gave her a whole performance of how things she got robbed and this and that. Evan had to play it off cool. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure we find out who did it, find your possessions, find your belongings and stuff." And basically, he said, "I got things. I don't have the material, my machine." She said, "We got your machine." And she said, "You know what? To the time being, why you don't stay in that guest cottage and that guest room, so like that? Until you get your stuff on your feet. So you get back on your feet until you get your stuff. We could stay there." And she said, "I want to post." She said, "Oh no, it's good, all that stuff." Oh, he said, "We do what we gotta do to make sure you get your stuff." And she said, "Cool." So you know Bella is plotting. So Evan saw Bella later on. And he said, "You know what? I ain't like what you did." And basically she trying to come at him, and he come at her. And he said, "Oh, I'm gonna call you later, or whatever." He said, "You can't do that because Stephanie find out. I think she knows something because you know his wife." And she said, "Oh no, she don't know." I was like, I don't know. I'm saying that Stephanie knows something, even though she does. She might not know, but how Stephanie moves, she don't move being blinded by things. So I think she will find out, and when she do find out, she will confront her, or she knows something what's up, and she playing it cool. I don't know. You can't put past Stephanie because how Stephanie's moving these last past episodes, that means that she knows shit, and she gonna move how she knows. So I guess she putting the heat right now for them. But that's my suggestions. I don't know if y'all see this episode and y'all wanna comment, tell me what y'all think. I think Stephanie knows something what's up between those two, but she playing it cool. But Evan thinks that she knows something because he didn't like that because when he approached Bella, he said she probably knows something. She onto us. She said, "Oh no, she don't know." I said, "Okay, you think she don't know, but I think she do know. Everybody else might think she did know. I don't know. I don't know if she know or not, but I think so." All right, so that was that with Bella thing. So Roderick took it upon himself because he wanted to expose Evan. So he went to the new thing, expose Evan. I said, "Ooh, you really like Bella Poom Poom like that to really be going off the bat for her because she's a liar bitch. She was putting on a performance, and she gonna get him because he really like Bella. So he don't like Evan as much. He hate Evan as much as that he like Bella. So he definitely gonna try and put him down. So basically, put a news exposures that he's like he too chummy with somebody he was working with, and he said you gotta be careful with this guy. I said, "Oh, Evan gonna find out. He gonna get your ass." So basically, he did. Evan was figured in the parking lot with his two goons right behind, and he saw Roderick. And Roderick put his thing down, about to square up. He said, "We want to do that." I said, "Evan, exactly, you know how to fight." But I guess he don't get his hands dirty. So he said, "Oh, I ain't like that shit you put in the freaking thing. Like, you trying to talk about me, all that stuff." And basically asked him a question, and he basically tried to go and clock him. The guy stopped him, and they beat him with the batons, whatever they had. They beat him up until he said something that Evan just clocked him real quick. He said, "They might keep your name out your mouth and run the mill issues like that. You better stop doing what you're doing with that video thing on that news station." I said, "Oh, Roderick." We'll see, but I guess that gonna make Roderick go close to Bella, and they're gonna try and take Evan down. I said, "Evan, you gotta move differently, man, because people is coming after your ass. Move differently, all right?" So, all right. So Rondell and Kent Hamilton. So you know Kent Hamilton's a councilman, and he has a thing on for Evan. So he trashed Evan, and you know Rondell and Evan are brothers and sisters. So basically, he's there, I guess, eating his food and everything, and talk to Rondell because Rondell trying to get signatures, but she's not getting the signatures that she needs to get the project stopped. So she having a hard time. So Kent is there. Evan came because he was supposed to have a sit down and eat with his father and his sister, but he's on Hamilton and he's so self-guarded. He said, "What you doing on?" So they going back and forth, have words. And Kent left, and Evan said, "Listen, what you doing with that boy?" He said, "Oh no, it's nothing going on." So he said, "Be careful with him." Because he said he was just talk about me, and then you trying to break bread and get good with him. What you trying to do? He said he trying to help me get the signatures about the rest of all that stuff. He said, "Be careful with that guy. Watch out." So, and he basically telling Rondell, he said he probably here with you just to try to get information about me. So why are you trying to entertain this guy? He's not to be trusted. I said, oh, I mean that could be true. He could have an agenda and trying to play on Rondell, but I think like he do really like Rondell, whatever reason. But he said, don't worry about the signatures, don't worry about this, no other stuff. I want you, I got you. So Rondell came to him. He said, listen, did you try to get close to me so you can get some information from my brother? Because it's not going to go down like that. Like, bitch, I'm not the one. And he said, at first, because he was trying to play it off, he said, stop lying to me. I know bullshit. She said, listen, at first he would say he not going to be lying, that he did have an agenda of getting what he wanted. And she said, oh, please. But he said, no, it's not like that. Ever since I knowed you, I use a only like cancer I feel like I want to get to know and be with. He said, I can separate my business and my personal life. I said, a lot of people have a hard time doing that. So if you could do that, hey, more power to you. Boom. And so she said, you said you took a good go. You took a good go. So what the fuck I'm saying? You took a good game. You took the talk. Can you walk the walk? So basically, can your actions show what you backing up? You say you could be this. You could say you could separate business and personal. You could say you could get me in my mind off of things. You could be there. You like me also. Prove it. He said, so what do you think you want me to do? And what you want me to do to prove it? She said, I don't know. You got all these fancy degrees. Use them. You got some ways to get it. Use what you got to get what you want. All right? So he said like that. So basically, she came to a restaurant, and he bought up the restaurant for the night because she was like, oh, what is this? I got a freaking dinner service coming on soon. He said, oh, don't worry about that. I got Inez to go away. I bought the restaurant out. You be good. So he put her feet in a foot massage. That was nice. And he got her freaking nice little freaking plate of food that she likes, smothered pork chop with the mango cheese and then and he got all that, and then he put this word was mine by Luther Asher. Oh shit. She was like, ooh, she was getting good at it. She's like, I know you're supposed to be doing all this. Like, come on now. Like, come on now. She didn't know what to say. It was like, it's basically you doing all this for me, and this is a lot too much. And he said, how do you know I like this? How do you know I like that? And he basically he got his research done to get what she likes. And he said, this is all about you. Don't worry about no work and all like that. She said, I know you like doing this, but let's worry about getting the signatures. So like, you supposed to help me all that the signatures. I got a few days left. He said, don't worry about all that right now. Listen, this is our night. This is your night. Let's do this, and I got this. I got you. And I said, he said, it's all about you. She said, okay, we do it for the night. But don't get all twisted up here. Don't get too much right there. And he said, well, if you ready and you hungry and stuff like that, we got dessert. So don't eat too much. You can save room for dessert. She said, Mr. Kent, I think I already had that dessert now. And took him and kissed him. I said, go ahead, my damn yes. I said, get your pussy right, because I would love that shit. I was like, I don't know. It's a fine, good-looking cast members in this damn, men and women in this cast. Good-looking men. I said, whoever cast these men could act. And really good looking at eye candy. I said, shit. And this woman are beautiful too. Like, don't get it twisted. Shoot. Good cast. They all good to look at. So I said, ooh, cute. I like that. So, most of them. Alright. So basically, alright, so next. Alright. So Marla and Titus went to freaking surprise Amara at her office. Karen sent him up there as a surprise because she did get on call, get known, announce the person up and everything. And she was working, and he said, here for you, and gave her a little coffee because he knows she liked it and what she likes before she even asks for it, before she even needs it. That's a good husband he is, and a lot of stuff. And that was the first surprise they had. Kevin had the first surprise was Titus surprising her. The second surprise will shock them both, and you know that's something that is gonna be a sore, touchy subject because you know Stephanie knew about that. She found out, and now she trying to exploit that by putting up their game because you know Titus is still going to pose a counsel against the Lancaster and all stuff. So she tried to throw them off their game and also investigation in their family. So who came show in? He could be the newest assistant U.S. attorney to Amara, which Damian Collins, and they both saw that it was like Titus was freaking fuming at Damian seeing him. He was like, and the Amara was shocked. She was like, I said, oh, close your lips, girl. Close it. I said, and ain't it freaking energy in Titus? You could just say, he's hot. So, basically said they're going to be working together. They're going to be sharing this office space, all that stuff. And Mom had no idea he was there because he was, Titus told us that he was admiring the flowers that was on the desk, even though Kevin gave Amara the flowers. He was admiring it, all that stuff. Titus was not having it. And the stuff, so David told Mom, he said, whatever he had was over. It's like, I'm just here to work. I'm an opportunity and stuff. You know he lying because he basically here just to get, to do what Stephanie said so he won't get his stuff exposed. So he had to do it. So he went along with the plan. So he basically said, "Oh, this is over. It's not like that. It's just gonna be work. It's nothing else nothing gonna happen between us. So don't worry about it, girl. Like, calm down. She said, I got to. It's like, come on now. You need to go back where you have. You need to go to Birmingham, Alabama. Why you do it all the way to Atlanta? So you just got happy to come over here?" And he said, it's a big opportunity for me, so I'm going to jump into a chance. They did what I did. They said I got to come in, and I'm coming here. So it's not about you. It's about me. The work. I said, oh, John, play her. So Titus is fuming. She went inside, and he said, did you get answers? She said, I did not convince him. I don't know why he got here. He said, oh, he's just happened to come to Atlanta. Out of all places, he just happened to come here and to be working inside you and all that stuff. And it's a constant reminder of what happened because you let this happen. She said, I will never let this happen again. Because that's the one she cheated on Titus with, Damian Collins. I said, oh, I see why she cheating on him. That motherfucker's eye candy. Good with the eyes. I said, ooh, the color eyes. All that stuff. So Titus is upset. He wants to walk. I said, go ahead. Go ahead, boo. Go out to walk because you is heated with Amara. I said, damn, Amara, I don't know why you broke this guy's heart. Titus is a fine-ass man. You do that. Whatever your problems was in the past, but damn, girl. So he went to go get some. I said, don't do nothing, Titus. Really, don't do nothing. All right? Just go clear your mind and come back home. All right, so Amara went to take a shower, and she was humming. And if you can stalkerish Damian come inside, I said, how the fuck you get in the damn house, bitch? I said, see, listen, no security cameras, nothing. He probably came through the window, whatever he did. And saw in the shower, looking, I said, oh, this is some freaking creepy ass shit. And they walked out, took her panties off the ground, and put the panties, he didn't smell it, he just rubbed them on his lips. I said, ooh, oh no, that is some freaking up level shit. And they said, so she was hearing things. She said, Titus? That's you, Titus? It was no word. So she went back inside. He was sneaking out because he's trying to get out. And then he saw her one more time in the bathroom. And she was trying to brush her teeth. He walked out. She said, I said, ooh. So David walked in the car and met with Stephanie. And Stephanie, and he said, we got to stop meeting like this. She said, oh, stuff. And he said, oh, you really enjoying this? Because she was really enjoying it. She said, oh, I get so happy you come in here. How they figure, how they react and all that stuff like that. When they see you like that, it's going to be really good. You breaking up their marriage. And she said, you really excited in doing this. She said, okay. But he said, we got to stop meeting like this. And he trying to school. And he said, oh, she said, don't think about it. Think about it. You better stick with that basic bitch. And Marvel, that's basically she said. She said you could deal with that basic bitch, but you're not gonna come in my league. You can't. You can't handle this. So stick with the plan. Break up the blew up the marriage, and then you go back and do what you gotta do. Go back home what you was at. And he got up and got to do what he had to do. But he did say that you haven't got a good lay for a while, and Stephanie hasn't. I don't know. She is too uptight. So that was that. That's everything. So now this is the pieces of Stephanie had been doing throughout this episode. All right. So beginning, Greg Peters is pissed. He pissed with the call lines because they didn't do what they got to do. They didn't get him the freaking restaurant. He's pissed that the restaurant still hasn't been sold yet. Y'all promised this was going to happen, but it did not happen. So he basically done with them. He done with them. So he walked out. And she said, what can I do to make it up to you? He said, listen, if you double my income, I think about coming back with y'all. And she said, oh, okay. So basically trying to convince things to happen. How they going to double his income. As she talked to her father, he said, what we going to do, he need to do something bigger that will train him to get to it. He said, you got him in mind. We did a lot of things for him, and then he want to double his income. She said, the only thing that will happen that will get him mind off the restaurant, even though they want the restaurant sold, is that if we give him something bigger, it was like a concession stand. He said he's not going to go something like that. She said, oh, I would do it. But he said, listen, you better get Greg on board. If you're not, you are done for real. You are done. She said, oh, you. He said, I know I'm threatening you before, but this is the finalized shit. So he basically done with her Stephanie. She can't pull through. So she went to talk to him in his office, send him an email and stuff. And he didn't understand that. He said that's why he asked her to come down and explain it. So she explained and said, like, you get the air concession at the airport. He said, what do I want to do with that? It's like that. It's not a business deal. All that stuff. I got a bar, and that making me money. But what a concession stand will do, I don't know nothing about running clothes, a boutique. She said, listen, this is the international stuff. You will be making brand, all that stuff. And we combine that concession with the bar, so you could be doubling the revenue, all that stuff. Money was talking to him. He said, listen, how can you get that comment? He said, I could convince my husband to give it to you, all that stuff. I'm going to give you that. He said, if you could convince him and you could show me, then I'd be on board. So he said, okay, cool. So basically, how she going to get Evan on board is because Evan want that blue, what it was called? What it was called? Beta New Electric. That's what it was. Beta New Electric plan into Atlanta. If we get that, then Mayor Lancaster will be good because he's trying to convince Marvin. All right, Marvin. All right, so how she gonna do that? She gets her friend Marilyn, who she met last week, and trying to blackmail Marilyn. And told Marilyn, so listen, I knew you was a party girl back then. I knew you was on drugs. You was doing that. You was wilding out. And then you had an affair with this musician. Then he ended up drowning in your pool. So instead of you calling 911, you called to help me. So I help you. So you need to help me get that freaking plan out of Marvin by convincing him and using all your feminine wiles, convince him to get Better New into the freaking Atlanta. Boom. I would say, damn, no breath, right? I said that fast, but that's what basically what she was saying. And he said, Then I would convince him. She said, what you got to do? Just get information. Ask him questions, feed the stuff to me, and I would tell my husband that he could get the planned deal. I said, oh, snap. She said, friends don't do this to each other. Why you would do this like that? You would explain it to her because you the one who freaking moved his body from my thing to his pool. And she said, but you got a scandal. Everybody love a screen and a scandal. I said, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They love being a scandal, bitch. So she said, oh my gosh. But I said, oh, Marilyn, girl, you was a hot mind. So basically, she went to talk to Evan. This is before they went downstairs to meet Bella. So the first surprise, she was talking to Evan and said, listen, before we go downstairs to talk, there's a surprise downstairs. I need to talk to you something. Because Evan was out this door to do something. And not Robin's, her name is Stephanie. Stephanie said, listen, you need to give the concession stand to Greg Peters. He said, what the fuck? I ain't doing that shit. So he said, listen, what if I could tell you I could get Better New Electric into Atlanta and that would be a deal? He said, how do you convince your friend to do that? He said, well, she said, I have my ways, but she said, listen, if you get this deal, you can have unemployment rate to go down, you can have things, it could be a good look for you. So people will love that. He said, listen, if you could show me that gonna happen, then this will be done. I said, oh, okay, so both want to get a show. So she went back to Greg and said it's a preliminary thing and said it's a preliminary prerequisites of the plan you're gonna get. Again, in bed, the Lewis concession stands, the mattress and everything, based on one of the situation you coming through, or you back on board. He said, oh, okay. He liking this. He said, yeah, I'm back on board. Only if I work directly with you. She said, oh, I can have it any other way. Baby, he went to push in on her, because Stephanie got her boom box knocked out for a long time. Everett's not giving her something, so she needs something. So Greg is there to give it to her. He's a fine-looking white man too, so he pushing in on her. She took the knife. He said, this is the second person in the Lancaster family to put a knife on me. He said, I said, last time he pushing on it, and he ain't fading on knives, so put a knife on, you better use it. So she used it and whipped up this button, and it was on and popping. I said, ooh, whatever find out, he gonna be pissed, because you know the double standard, they could do this shit. But when a woman do that, they get all freaking pissed off. So I want to see how Evan's gonna react to this, because men don't like that. They don't like to be cheated on. They wouldn't do the cheating. So that was that, y'all. It was steamy, hot and steamy. See, next week will be more greatness. I like ambitions, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me what y'all think. And I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace.